So I created this slide. So the ancient folklore in our thing that there were 6 blind men who saw an elephant, and one said it is a pillar, the other said it is a rope, somebody said thick branch of a tree, and somebody says it's like a big fan, somebody says it's a huge wall, somebody says a solid pipe, but you all know the elephant is something completely different. This is the problem that's happening with education. When you have people looking at one dimension of it, they see it's for employability, it is for disciplining, it is for keeping people whatever, or to get into IITs. I think the whole DPS system is designed that the purpose of education is to get into IIT or whatever. So forget that. So what happens on the mobile now? So you show mobile to somebody, so normally it's a phone audio player, right? That's your first thing. It's a camera. Now, we don't use it very much. All kids use this as a camera all the time. Quick, and this thing. We never think of a mobile as a camera, but I'm sure millions of children in India today think of mobile as a camera. It's a TV video player. It's a reading writing device. It's a communication device. So you have Facebook and Twitter, etc. So you can have basic phone, feature phone, smartphone, tablet, this, that, network, notebook, laptop. Oh my God, it's a tremendous learning device. What's our reaction? We ban it. With pride, CBSE says that mobile phones are banned in schools, and I read the fine print because I was preparing for this. It's banned not only for children, it's banned for teachers, principals, etc. My wife is on the phone all the time, so I don't know what is happening, but it's amazing. And CBSE is so serious. It says it's the most destructive device, and we have to prevent children from distraction. They could have said it's the most destructive device, whatever it is. But this is the change that we are talking about. That something which is perceived as something which is destructive is something which I just mentioned, even all the features. What else do you want in education? You want a display, reading, writing, visual, it's a game. It's a gaming device also. Some of which there, and all that aspect. So this is the basic thing that I'm trying to talk about. So is it wise to ban it in the classroom? And so why are we giving Akash? If you don't want people to have simple phones, why give them a more powerful device? Because access to internet will be even greater distractor, because they think even SMS and MMS is a distractor. So the answer is that we need to transform them to learning devices. They are initially seen as destructive devices, but we need to transform them to learning devices. And this is where your role comes in. Because nobody else can transform it to learning devices. I can assure you, I know all the e-learning companies, etc., etc. They may hire one instructional designer, two with some diploma from SNDT University or some from Pune Symbiosis, etc. There's no match to what is happening here and now. Anything that is taught in a diploma on instructional design, which was created when the iPad was not born, it almost has no relevance to that. And things will move very fast. So it's practicing teachers who have to look at it from a teaching side and then create that. So I tried to list some of this. This is basically as a starting point of discussion. But what you need to do is to start thinking of what are the attributes of a learning device. I've created this concept term. They don't exist today, but learn tabs and learn pads. An idea is learn tab is a 7-inch thing and learn pad is a 10-inch thing, which is effective for learning. Let me share with you quickly. One of the first most successful computers, now that Steve Jobs is more known about, was the Apple II, which ran a software called VisiCalc. VisiCalc died long ago, so people don't know about it. But Apple II VisiCalc marked the first shift between microchip-based computers or microprocessor-based computers seen as toys and gaming device to a serious business device. Till then, everything else, there was Sinclair, Commodore, that Atari, they were all seen as devices for playing games. It's the use of VisiCalc on Apple II that transformed it completely. The BlackBerry commands about 1,000 to 1,200 rupees per month extra because of its messaging system which corporates love. The Apple has been successful because of the iTunes and then the App Store. Learning devices will not succeed on price or even on limited preloaded content, whether it is competition or NCRT or something. They will succeed if they provide a better learning experience, unprecedented learning experience, and if that is bundled with those tablets, that is what people want. And this can have a number of forms.